Hello, 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 Pisces. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. So if you are here, you're probably on my new channel. So I do have, you might, if you go to YouTube and do Divine Warrior Intuitive, you're going to be seeing two of them. The one that has the more, actually I've screwed up, so I'm transferring over to this channel. So thank you for coming and visiting. If you could subscribe to this channel, this is our permanent home. So I appreciate you coming. And if you are transferring it over, I'm so sorry for the confusion. I'm a boomer. I messed up. My daughter taught me that I did this wrong. So anyway, so hopefully we'll grow there and be able to share and do a lot of fun and interesting things here. For those of you that are brand new, welcome. And also to know that I am changing. I am doing my readings live where you can actually ask questions. And those questions will be answered at the end of the reading. So I would suggest as I'm slow, and I don't have a lot of people, that's great. You can post them anytime and I can catch them. But as I get busier, you probably don't want to post them until towards the end because I won't be able to see them. Each question that is asked, the divine, not me, will show my eyes what I'm supposed to answer for that point in time because that's important to them, whoever's on the other side helping me do this. And if you put it in the comments, though, I will go back and during my quiet time at night answer those when I'm in meditation. All right. So that's something new that I hope everybody will do you know, chime in on. So for those of you that are brand new too, I am an empath. I do intuitive sessions and readings and coaching. I do them either with or without tarot. I do tarot, of course, on here because a lot of people enjoy it. And but also too, if you're interested in coaching or all the free videos on that, please just go down to the bottom where it says Get Balanced 2020 and you can do that. But you can see how I do my readings if you go to the About here and there's a little 4-minute thing. And if it isn't there yet, be patient just because I'm trying to get everybody to transfer over here and I may have a video on that. So let's get started. This is Pisces, the 27th of July to August 2nd. I had to think a minute. 27th to August 7th or August 2nd. August 2nd. Don't want to confuse the divine. I don't think he can get confused. I get confused. So, so here we go. So I put the oracle card, and that oracle card is sort of the theme for this next week, or vibrations, energies that you're needing to focus in on, or maybe something is coming your way. Maybe something is happening that the divine wants you to maybe sort of hone in on. All right, so let's go and see what that is. And if you have any questions or feedback or anything like that, please comment. I love to get comments. And I love to do these live only because this is real time then. This is me and the divine and whoever it's resonating with and sharing with. But also, too, I love the interaction with the people that are on here. And I thank everybody who is from around the world, actually, on here. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what we got going this week. I'm going to shuffle just a little bit more. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Bone Collector is what we've got. One of the energies. The Bone Collector doesn't come up too often, which I'm really surprised. What's coming up a lot this week is about joy, a lot about things turning around, a lot about... yeah, place of spirit, spirit of place. Spirit of place. And for those of you, I love this deck very much. This doesn't come up very often. It has about once a week, or not once a week, once a couple weeks ago is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to actually read it because some of these I do not remember, and I'm not getting any downloads right now about this card yet. It will come though, trust me. Okay, our ancient ancestors believe that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains, and rivers have their own essences. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about struggle? The answer is to relax and to let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry, sorry, I'm getting downloads while I'm reading this. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than the longing for it. So it's basically doing the opposite. What our spirit knows and what we should be doing actually is the way that we should be going in a positive manner, a light vibration, light energy manner. And a lot of the times we want to do the reverse. So it's sort of like people saying, don't focus on your problem, focus on the solution, sort of kind of thing. But it's really hard as a human being not to focus immediately what it is right in front of us. But in actuality, if we stop doing that and look beyond that, that's where a lot of the answers are. Very forward thinking kind of a thing. But we also got to remember that we have to be thinking, thinking of from our spirit and not our head. Does that make sense? But probably not to some who's new to it, which is okay. I love to explain things. So thinking from your head is logical thinking. It's it's sort of like somebody who doesn't believe that there is a spirit of a divine, a creator, that kind of thing. Like an atheist would not think, well, I don't believe it. So it's sort of like thinking from the logical part of our brain. And what do you call that? I'm looking for the word. So you're actually not allowing anything new, anything information, anything that maybe that you're wrong about in. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's sort of like saying, I don't believe there's wind, but you see the evidence of it. It's blowing. Okay. Isn't that what I think the younger generation calls gaslighting? I'm learning some of these new terms. My daughter's like, Mom, I just don't know how to explain it to you. It's like for the little emoji like that's like this. And I always thought it just meant praying. And she goes, no, it means other things. I'm like, well, what does it mean? Oh my gosh, it's so hard to explain. So I'm such a boomer. And that's why I messed up my channel. I'm such a boomer. But you know what? I believe the divine is working and put me on the right track at the right time. So we'll see what happens. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles straight out. Nine of Pentacles out. So we're looking at her. And she is actually got a lot of harvest, a lot of nature, very nurturing, loving kind of person. Not very spiritual, though. Not spiritual. But she actually embraces nature. She really does embrace nature. Where did that? I saw something turn. Ooh, so we've got the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is actually charging in. So when the Knight of Swords comes up, something you're working on, you're pushing forward, you're moving forward. It's like, I'm going to succeed. I'm going to get it done. Nothing's going to stop me, is what I heard. Nothing's going to stop me. And I'm not sure what this is about yet. It could be something that you're working on. The Nine of Pentacles is almost finished. So 9 is almost a completion. It's not quite there. So is it a project that you're working on? School? Maybe it's a school paper that you're trying to get done. Yeah. So the Moon. We've got something sort of being hidden. Maybe all the information is not there. Not there. So when I look at these cards, just so you know, sometimes I'm looking down a little too long. They've got me focusing in on something on the card that actually they're like, I want you to pay attention to this. because this is the point on this card. And on the moon, it's actually the face. Frustrated. Even though it looks like she might be sleeping or he might be sleeping. Okay, you got part of the crescent there, then you got a bigger crescent there, and then you got the whole moon there. Maybe all the information, I'm thinking all the information isn't there. So don't focus in on that so much, because it will come. You'll have an aha moment. It will come. Because remember, it's of the spirit, not of the earth. So if you're, like they said, if you're looking for love, don't focus on, you know, luring it in kind of thing. Just let it come. So whatever this is that you're working on, I hear school paper, school project, something school. It's going to come. Yeah. Oh. So this came upside down. This is the Two of Cups. So maybe you're working with something. Maybe it has to do with two people. It's not quite, something's not quite understood. Something's not quite happening. Something quite can't be seen with that. Something, it's actually sort of hindering something that you're moving forward on. So it's like, okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Or it's like I don't know if I want to do this or not, kind of thing. Then you have the Page of Swords. You know, you're looking for truth. You're looking for the truth of the matter. But you're sort of like, you sort of got your eye like back there in the past. Stop that. Just keep moving forward. But the Page of Swords is actually, he needs to be pushed more forward than actually behind. It is a forward movement, but it has to do with also finding truth. Getting truth to the matter. Interesting. Getting truth to the matter. And when I looked at that and I said that, they said, look at the face of the moon and look at the face of the page. They're sort of similar. So maybe you're looking for truth in this, whatever this is. So if you're looking at truth, and this is the spirit, if there's something that you're just like can't put your finger on kind of thing, listen to your intuition and your heart, because that's where it'll be. Yeah, Temperance. You're looking for balance. You're looking for the spiritual truth of it. You're trying to get to the matter of it. This is balance between earth and spirit. I got a kink in my neck, sorry. Earth and spirit, but it's also truth. Truth and justice. Makes sense. It's all about truth. Something's working on truth here. I'm not quite sure what it is. Or there is a secret. Somebody's keeping a secret. Somebody is focusing in on a secret. Thank you. Dark will come to light. It will come. Don't focus on it. It will come. It will come. If it has to do with another person, which most of the time all this does, you know, in relationships, but it also, if it has to do with, maybe it is school, you're working with somebody and they're not being honest on a project paper. You know how you got to work with groups? I hate that, because somebody is actually not pulling their weight. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Or if it's same with a job in a team, or even if you're not a team, you're working side by side with somebody, you're working your buns off and somebody else is not working their buns off, and you know, it isn't quite right, and things are sort of hidden, like the boss thinks that person is really, really good, and in all reality, I just lived this situation. Let me tell you, the boss is like, oh, they're God, and you know what? They're not God. I've been doing all the work. They're just taking the credit. Being a business owner and then having a manager that doesn't know how to manage or do what they're doing. Yeah. So that could be that situation too. Something at work in that manner. But keep moving forward. Don't move backwards. Whatever is hidden is going to show. Whatever is hidden. Just focus, because there's justice in this. There is justice in this, because, you know, look at the balance. You got the balance, right? And the sword of truth. Sword of truth and light. Everything's talking about something's off kilter, put it this way, in this reading. But balance is going to come. You need to just stay on your spiritual side. You need to be believing in your intuition. Don't doubt your intuition. If something isn't quite right, it probably isn't. If somebody's feeling like they're not telling the truth, they probably aren't. And yeah, you're funny. Because remember, yeah, this is all about this. I mean, I can feel it 100%, because the High Priestess, all about spirit, or actually not, well, she is very spiritual, but very intuitive, extremely intuitive, all about her intuitiveness and judgment. So when you get judgment and justice together, and the moon, oh my gosh, I might as well just show you this whole spread. So let's look at this before I pull the other deck out. So look at here. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, though. Something's moving towards this. So maybe something wants to happen. So whether it's a project, or if it's work, or if it's a relationship, you know, this person, whether it's a man or woman, is very loving, caring, actually has quite of it all put together, and something's rushing to it. But there's just this hindrance with this other person, because this could actually go over here in all reality. And there is just some not quite truth being told here. See these all together? And the page needs to stop looking backwards and moving forwards, is what I'm hearing on him. Again, the faces almost look the same. So the other thing too is there is going to be a judgment. So if this is work related, or if this is school related, trust me, somebody is seen from behind that the truth is not really what it seems. All right. Does that make sense? Hopefully. All right, so let me put these cards back in order again, so I can make sure that I'm reading them correctly, the way the divine wanted them. Okay, so the judgment, there is a judgment coming. The thing is, with the judgment, though, then it's got to be a determination of if you're going to want to deal with it or not. Okay, if you're going to want to deal with it or not. Are you going to want to deal with it? Are you going to want to move on? And that's going to be between you and the divine, and getting your balance back in your life, whatever it is. Getting your balance back. You need to get that balance back. Yeah, because this is what the divine's wanting. I have a feeling it probably has to do with a relationship or a person, or you know, only because this card, the 10 of Cups, is all about completion, but it's also about family gatherings, and I hate to say it like the Disney says, and you live happily ever after kind of thing. It's that kind of thing. But the Cups are all about your heart. So this is a completion of the heart, whether it is with a family, whether it's by yourself or whatever, or a new relationship, or a new job, or a new project person that in your group of school or work or whatever it is. So then it's just a completion, and it's to bring joy. So just remember that, joy of the heart. Okay, so if you rewatch this, maybe be towards the middle of the week or whatever, see how you're coming and see if this is actually on track, or if it resonated with you. Yeah, woo! You know, it would be so much easier if everybody could walk in the truth, and life would be a million times easier, because then you would never question. You would never, you know, the games, especially like I was telling Scorpios, maybe I should do dating. Somebody asked me, do I do pregnancy or do I do love readings? I think I need to start doing dating readings is what I need to do, is dating. Because there's a lot of that going on, and that's where a lot of games are. A lot of it. And it's both men and women. Being tested, testing, games. Why don't you just be honest? Tell me what you want. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you need. And if it isn't with me, yeah, be honest, be strong, be confident. and carry a big stick. Sorry. I had to throw a little humor in there. But yeah, so I mean, there's so many games and tests. I listened to an inspirational mentor about men, and he's on point. So if you ever need to listen to a great mentor about how men think, how they play their games, he blows the whistle on all of men's games and how they think of you and what they're dating and everything. I love listening to him, and he's funny. And it's like, you're going to say, well, who is he? Go look up, Google Tony Gaskins, Gaskins. If I had a nickel for every time I plug him, well, he's already probably rich, but he's very good. Very, very good. Anyway, so let's get back to this. So whatever it is. Now, thank you. We're talking about somebody here that maybe not be telling the truth. Maybe they're hiding something. Maybe that is somebody coming to you in that manner. But also they're asking me and making sure it's not you doing this to someone. Not sharing the truth, not sharing everything that you need to be doing, because unfortunately that will come. That will come. And not meaning death. It's just you will be judged for it. So it is really, really important to be walking in the truth, because this is what will happen. Balance will come. And, love and joy. And spirit is all about love and joy and truth. And righteousness, of course. But that's our integrity and our morals. And that's where truth lies. Where's your integrity and where's your morals? So if this is somebody coming to you or you coming to somebody else, you need to get on track with your inner self, your intuition, and your truth. All right. Is there anything else for Pisces that we need to share with Pisces for the week of July 27th to July 4th, please? Is there anything else in the spirit of place? Is there something that they're focusing in on that they should actually be taking the focus off of? Moving forward with a focus. Is there anything of that nature that, as far as the spirit of place, that you showed their focus? All I heard was what's hiding. Does that mean something to somebody out there? What's hiding? What are you hiding? What is somebody hiding? Yesterday I did a reading for, I think it was Aquarius. I really struggled with that one. And I actually even got nauseous because energies were bombarding me from both sides, from low energies to high energies. It was like just this spiritual battle. I really got nauseated during the reading. But some of these readings can really take a toll. I had to end for the day. Anyway, yeah, here we go again. So we've got the Empress, which is all about justice, truth. Here we go. All the justice, truth, judgment. We have to be mindful of what we say and do. What we say and do. Oops. That's judgment. All right. I think this is going to just keep repeating itself. I think the divine is just trying to pound something in. So if you're hiding something, somebody else is hiding something, it will come out. Justice will be done. Justice will be had. And just remember, if you believe in God, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Your vengeance can do nothing compared to what vengeance is mine. He can wipe everything out, including your life. So But he wants to be of love and light. So if that's who you believe in, I do believe in God. God is my highest divine. So if you hear me talk about highest creator, highest divine, highest light, highest everything, I consider and I call that God. You might call him Allah, you might call him Buddha, you might call him whatever you want. Right. It just depends on your belief. All right. So Pisces, looks like that's what you're focused in on, is whatever you're hiding, whatever your coming truth. Again, listen to your intuition. Please listen to your intuition. Follow that intuition. If it's not of light, then you need to change it. If it is not of good and constructive, that's a mindset that needs to be changed and adjusted, is what I am being told, because it's involving some other person. And if that person is coming to you with that kind of energy, bye-bye. Get rid of them. If they cannot be truthful and honest with you, cannot support you and lift you up, bye-bye. Get rid of them. They're not good for you. It's toxic. You need somebody that's going to be honest, true, that you don't have to worry about, are they telling me the truth? Are they not telling me the truth? If that's you, I used to be that person, and I used to be able to say one thing and do another. That's toxic. That's not healthy. That's something that somebody needs to work on themselves about. It is changeable. My life has changed a whole 180. You don't want to change 360 because that means that you'd be coming right back to who you were. But changed a whole 180. And it took many years to do that. But what a freeing, breaking your chains, easy way of living, stressless way of living. Oh my goodness. I wished I would have learned that when I was in my 20s, but I was abused as a kid. So I was taught a different way to live in fear, to live through fear, to live of fear, and a fight or flight kind of thing. So Pisces, whew, big reading for you guys. I don't hear anything else. I don't get any other energies. The only thing is, oh, okay. So one last thing that they're saying is, when we talked about the face, I don't know who this is for, but looks can be deceiving. Do not go by looks. Go by your intuition, is what I'm told. All right. All right, Pisces, remember these are live. You can ask questions anytime that you want. If you want to put them in the comment, you're very welcome to do so. Make sure that you subscribe, please, 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 so that it can grow and that we can get everybody transferred over here. And I do apologize for my boomerness. And thank you for subscribing here. This is a permanent home. See you next week. Readings are done every week. All right, well, take care. You have a great rest of the week and work on who that is or what that is. Don't focus on the immediate, focus on the solution. All right. Talk to you soon.